Hey guys, the CS12 by Panorama Nektar might be the best controller for Logic Pro and Cubase. Here's why. First of all, you can color code these knobs. If you have a plugin that's a little bit all over the place, like this M5133 mastering equalizer, that can be helpful. You have enough buttons and knobs to really get the job done. Here, for example, these are to take certain bands off. Turn them on and off. That's something the plugin manufacturer just updated, and you can follow that with the controller. It gives me this visual cue here, and sometimes you have to be a little bit creative on customizing this because you want to follow this layout that this plugin has, which is a little bit unconventional. But it's a lot easier than using, for example, the UC1. That would have been a bit harder to translate because the layout is just vertical versus horizontal. Yep. Certain plugins just work better. And then here on page 2, for example, I made sure that I can get to my saturation knob right here. So there's like this pattern that's like in a triangle shape, and I tried to reproduce that right here. And again here for gain staging, this is perfect. Level matching, I should rather say. This is really shrink down the plugin, but you can see it here. It works very, very well. Working with two hands is better than with one. And of course, everything reads out here on the display, but you shouldn't even have to look at that. Just looking at the knobs and maybe at the screen itself, that'll make your life easy. I really enjoy making the plugin as big as possible. It's just more fun that way. All right, now let's check out that vocal with an LA2A. This is also a typical use case scenario where it's just easier to work with two hands. Even a simple plugin like this, perfect. I'm on the vocal channel and not all plugins are active, but CS12 tells me which plugins are active and which one I can select. All right. Instead of the Lexicon 224, let's pull up the infamous LA2A, and the way I have it set up here is quite to match the layout. So here we have it. Gain and peak reduction, right? Output plus 10, output plus 4. Here's my on and off switch. I also have this, turning it on and off just to level match or check what I'm doing. And then these two here, this is compressor and limiter. I have that on this button. Actually, you can do both.